Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. Hi. It has been so far like a wonderful 12 hours of rain in Dunsmuir. We so need it. This is the first really drenching rain we've had in months. I'm so excited about it. Very grateful for every little bit. Every little bit helps, helps the ground be a little bit stronger. So, and the plants and the trees. So, quite happy about it. And we are in our month of Aphrodite. So let's get into it with Aphrodite. Hi, Natalie Rose. Hi, Shananda. So let's go into our prayer to Aphrodite. Ethereal, illustrious, laughing queen, born of the sea and lover of the night, mother of longing, all connecting, who joins the world in harmony. All things spring from you, O divine power. The triple fates are ruled by your decree. All the works of craft and love yield to your hand. With a smile, O Aphrodite, you sway the all encircling heavens, the fruitful earth, and the storming oceans. All obey you, all are awed by you. Companion of the brumal god, beautiful goddess of marriage, mother of love, lover of the banquet, source of persuasion who grants secret favors, illustrious born, seen and unseen, gentle lover, Lupercal, who smiles upon mortals, prolific, most desired, life giver, kind goddess, wielder of the scepter of all the immortals, you bind mortals and every tribe of beasts in magic chains of mad desire. Come, lovely Cyprian, and bless these rites, whether radiant in the heavens or presiding in the temples of Syria, guiding your golden chariot over the sacred floods of Egypt, or dancing on the azure shores by the billowing seas with circling choirs of mortals and beauteous nymphs with cerulean eyes, or riding out along the dusty banks renowned of old, or, if in Cyprus, with your fair mother, where the married women yearly come to praise you, and the pure virgins sing hymns to you and to Adonis. Come, divine union, for you I call with holy reverent mind. Oh, I keep forgetting our line about Mount Shasta. I guess I just really have to lock that in. But let's see what our card is today. Yesterday's card was transition, and we were looking at one thing that we could potentially transform, or one area where we could recognize that a change is happening. And for me, I am my work is to look at all of the things on my to-do list, and instead of saying, oh, I have to do this, I'm saying, oh, I get to do this. So I'm making that shift in my perception so that I won't feel so overwhelmed by all the everything, and can instead really appreciate it. Today's card is gentleness. Gentleness. Good morning, Josephine. Good morning, Kimber. Good morning, Kathy. Gentleness. It almost looks like a bridal picture or a first communion or something like that. Let's see what the GH author intended by gentleness. Snowflakes flutter through soft rays of dappled light onto a veiled ghost bride. Ooh, that got exciting really quick. A veiled ghost bride. I love it. Hi, Willow. Strolling through a deserted forest, our ghost bride personifies the spirit of gentleness. Did not see this coming. Did anyone else see a ghost bride coming? I did not see this coming. I am so here for this. And an escort of doves flies nearby, guiding her onward journey as she moves closer toward the open fields. By drawing this card, you are reminded of the virtue of gentleness. Life can be harsh at times, but the way we respond to challenges determines our receptiveness to their spiritual gifts and our connection to the world. Life beckons you to, to draw upon this quality of gentleness when it might be more tempting to react in the opposite way. If this is the case, the presence of this card is an opportunity for growth. By handling a predicament with the wisdom of gentleness, you bend with the ebb and patient flow of its quiet and humble countenance. If you feel tempted to revert to old ways of dealing with a situation, remember the wise counsel of Chinese writer Han Suyin. There is nothing stronger in the world than gentleness. I have so many questions. How did the bride become a ghost? Hi, Jamie. Shananda says, no. I know. How did the bride become a ghost, y'all? I have questions. I have so many questions. All of the joking about the ghost bride aside, which I do think is a beautiful kind of image for gentleness in a way, but also sometimes that's not. But anyway, the I know Shananda's like Nim says, I love this card. Yes. Okay. So for gentleness, I think our message today is a really good one. And I myself have been having that kind of feeling lately, like, oh, the toaster does something and I take it personally kind of feeling where I'm just like, why do you need to do that to me? Like, why are you being like that? Why are you being like that? Battery in my car. Why are you being like that? Plumbing in my house. It's easy to sort of start to take things personally when we've got, hardship or when, things are piling up. It's like plumbing week, tax week, new car battery week, all the bills are due week. Husband got paid 2 days later than usual week. And it's easy to fall into that idea of like taking it personally. And when we take it personally, then we start to feel aggressive toward the source of our discomfort. The aggression manifests as like, oh yeah, toaster, or like, oh really, XYZ. So learning to be in gentleness is certainly a virtue, but I think even more than that, sometimes people think of gentleness as passivity, similar to how sometimes people think of compassion as passivity. It's not. Sometimes compassion is fierce. Sometimes gentleness is a very stoic presence that is immovable. It's not passivity, it's active and engaged. Gentleness is a choice, it's an awareness of just how powerful one's aggression can be, and the choice to direct all of that power, that potential, into gentleness. So that in a way, like if you've ever had a situation where you were arguing with somebody and they very kindly, you're trying to pick a fight, or you're mad and you're complaining about something, and somebody actually said to you, I'm not going to be able to do this with you right now. How gently that's delivered, that boundary, then you understand the power of gentleness. Or if you have ever been that person where somebody was just coming at you with both barrels blazing, wanting to pick a fight with you, wanting to get your goat, and you instead just pretended it wasn't happening and went on about your way. That is a power of gentleness. And it can sometimes really shut down a very divisive or difficult situation. Also, it can be perceived as being passive aggressive. You might get accused of being passive aggressive. But I do think that there's a difference between gentleness and passive aggression. Gentleness, when it is really carried from the heart, it is the desire to not engage in harmful activity, whereas passive aggression is the desire to engage in harmful activity, but to appear as if you are not doing so. I think that's a really core difference. What do you think about the difference between gentleness and passive aggression? Like, I can see where when you're really coming from gentleness, you know, you're not trying to get at somebody through passive aggressiveness. You're trying to just hold your ground without compromising your boundaries or your safety. But it's almost like passive aggressiveness involves a little more assertion of the desire to cause discomfort. Whereas with true gentleness, whilst someone's discomfort may be the result, it was not the intention, nor was it the motivation. Um, I hope that maybe resonates. Um, Leslie says, strong as a mountain, gentle as a feather. I love that. I love that. And some folks are sharing, yeah, don't take things personally from the agreements, staying in your center, giving and receiving peace. Yes, exactly. So today, that's going to be our challenge, right? Is to move from gentleness and to really identify where aggression or passive aggression has taken itself into ourselves as our motivation. It's visited us, it's now inside, and it's wanting to activate something in the world. And so, learning to take that aggression out, to take the passive aggression out, to say, coming from gentleness means I don't want either of us to be harmed, even if I have to set a boundary or say something that's uncomfortable or do something that you don't like. That ability to hold that space where it's with a non-harm, ahimsa intention characterizes gentleness. So let's do it today. We're going to find our way to express that. And, if all else fails, dress up like a ghost bride and go haunt the forest. I don't know, like that. But I might also do that today just because it came up, to be honest. So, hope that you enjoyed our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. Otherwise, stick around because we're going to do practice for Guanyin now, the ultimate one who exemplifies gentleness for us. And we're going to begin, as usual, with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And let's take refuge in the stream of ultimate gentleness. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sangaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And today we are holding Aisling, whose mother passed and who is grieving that passing. And we are also holding Priya, who has survived cancer and wants to learn how to feel alive again amidst many fears. And let's recite the Four Immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guanyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. 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 Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanyin Pusa, calling upon Guanyin, asking her to be here and to exemplify gentleness. Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanyin Pusa. Namo Guanyin Pusa, Namo Guanyin Pusa. 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 And let's say our prayer for Yeshitsogil. Ying Chuktaki Somo Kachenza Dusum Kunchimpema Jungye Ki Sangso Dupo Dechen Sogel Mar Sowa Debso Chuktun Nudrupso. Mother Space, foremost of Dakinis, Lady Karchenza, gatherer of the vast secret treasury of Padmakara, knower of all, past, present, and future. Mother Tsogil, great bliss queen, to you we pray, grant us cities, ordinary and supreme. Ying Chuktaki Somo Karchenza, Dusum Kunshin Pema Jungye Ki, Sangso Dupo Dechen Sogel Mar, So Wadebso Chuktu Nudrupso. Tongue does not want to go around it. Let's try that one more time. Ying Shuktaki Somo Karchensa Dusum Kunchen Pema Jingye Ki Sangso Dupo Dechen So Gyomar So Wadebso Chuktun Nudrupso. All right, by tomorrow, I want this to be back correctly in my mind and in my tongue. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out our energy today to Aisling and to Priya. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life, prayer for Lamadei Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss Yeshe Wangmo be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And just looking here, thank you so much. Glad it's nice there today, Natalie Rose. Hope everyone has a really good day. And we'll be back tomorrow to round out this week. See you later. Don't forget your gentleness.